load, robot, update, pause, fill, charge, switch.
My name is Soo Hong, and I paint, I make collages, I take photographs, I dab into some sound and film. I'm expanding more right now than before. I used to do a lot, then I stopped. My background, I did furniture design, and I was really into architecture. And then I moved on in graphics, and film was always in my heart, but I was in a film history, taking animation. I was in a film club. I was in the photography club, and I have a friend who is a director. So I didn't really have people around me who was a painter, and I didn't graduate painting school. I never had an official painting practice, but for entering art school exam, I had to do a bunch of drawings and watercolor. From middle school, I spent like every day, at least 4 hours every day painting. So probably that was something very natural from early on. I was very interested actually with people. So I started drawing a lot of people. Like Chile was someone I really thought it was incredible. And the painting, I think I got interested in painting through Francisco Clemente. And I liked it how he had portraits, but he had other things like objects or poetry or cropped images and travels, and it was more linked with life rather than something else. But then I have really interested in other things that is invisible. That's something you cannot see, but you feel it. And then I think that moved me to going abstract. So how can you make something real, the feeling of real, but not representing in visually recognizable? So in a sense, feeling is abstract. But the feeling of abstract comes with actual experience. And I wanted to give a completely different feeling, a completely different experience. Like first you have the feeling, and then you figure out that feeling where it came from your personal life, rather than giving someone's a story or narrative. So my painting, I think looking back, I don't want to have a message. I don't want like my message to be deliberately like pushing pushing what I felt like. It's more like individual how they take it on. But the most important thing is like whether being honest while I'm making that work. So when I start painting, I rarely have sketches. It's always like a process. Previously, I was working with maybe 3 or 4 canvases at the same time, but the more I work, I don't really do that. I just focus on one and maybe search on the idea of the feeling or the color, what I'm studying at the moment, more reading. This is just walks or collective words, and that helps me to go deeper. It's more matter of getting deeper than more right now. I don't know, like the furniture probably had something with painting, but you're always changing. When I was in the 20s, I'm not the same as the 20s. It's still in me, but I think the experience kind of shift you. The more I do it, I'm more interested in something like painting that lingers rather than give you a shock. And I don't think we need much of a shock right now. I think it's more like wonder, and it's not a piece, but it's just like finding something so familiar but make it unfamiliar. I think that's the quality I'm looking for right now. I wanted to combine everything. I wanted to combine photography, collage, and painting. So in this show, I showed photography, collages, and painting. But when you actually see them into an image or in a screen, it's going to be hard to say, is this a painting or is this a collage? Is it a photograph? Because I took a photograph of the wall in south of France, and it was a spray paint, and there was a bunch of billboards, posters, and ripped off. So basically there was a paint and there was a collage element, and I just took a photograph. And then the painting is like I painted and I did a collage and I did a spray paint. So the photograph was all the photographs I taken. So because it's stretched on the canvas, you can tell it's a painting. So I was questioning like what is the final medium? Is it the outlook of the object, how it looks like? And I was like meshing it up like 3 different medium and just combine them all. Like questioning myself, like how can you define what is photograph, what is collage, and what is painting? I wanted to make a sound or music about city. So in that 20 minutes, I made a 20-minute sound clip, recording sounds in the street and some recorded of a hip hop, ambulance. It's like all the sound that you will hear in the city. So the city is like vibrant, danger, or kind of gloomy, or like vibrancy. It's everything in that 20 minutes of that sound. And I took that sound and made it into a film, but this one actually played with the text and image. So text actually, it's not a poet, but I said mono, chameleon, change. It's a word that after another it reminds me of something. So I just wrote very fastly. It's almost like an automatic drawing. It's like you're not planning, but all the words that pop into your head. So I just wrote it down and I put a text right after. And at the end, it's me just listening to the music, and that was the ending. But overlaying 2 images or 3 images in video was something almost like a painting that I could explore. I wanted to explore like different way of filmmaking. Some are very narrative storytelling, and one is very poetic. One is just very graphic. One is just like choreography, very simple images. There's nothing. And the latest one that I'm making right now, I want to go a little bit more classic. So I've been looking at still life, and the idea of the whole song is about her getting old. And I thought like I wanted to do something hasn't changed for a long time, which is still life. And then usually the painters, they painted a still life almost end of their life because they cannot move, they cannot go outside. So they end up like painting a lot of still life. And Apple has been like, the key of still life. It says on Apple, Newton's apple, and the apple I thought is a fruit that it changes the color quickly after you peel it. I always think I'm lucky. I always think I'm lucky. Lucky that I can paint, lucky that I could do a show, lucky that I could continue what I like to do. Yeah, it's just, I feel lucky.